break. This is break number 411, and this is Resurgence and Optic NFL. This is a PYT, and once again, we are going to award out the Washington Commanders based off the cost of your team. That is how many ducks you are going to get in the water. The Bears and the Broncos, each with 5. The Falcons with 4. The Vikings with 4. The Patriots with 4. The Chiefs and the Raiders with 3. The Cardinals, the Bills, the Panthers, the Jags, the Saints, the Giants, the Jets, the Steelers, the Niners with 2. Everybody else, you've got 1. That is going to put 30 seconds on the clock, and the winning duck that crosses the finish line first does get the Commanders. Steph doesn't have the oomph anymore. He's getting older. He said it himself. Also, he had some very good games this year. He had some very good games. They say they aren't, but do you think Dallas should trade the number 1 pick for Giannis? Yes. That's a tough decision, but I think yes. If you can get a sign-in trade and get Giannis for 3 or more years, yes. Well, it looks like a favorite is taking this one down to the Chicago Bears. Gonna get the Washington Commanders. So I guess if we pull any Caleb and Jaden duels, no randoms needed. Beating out the Giants and the Browns. Who has the Bears in this break? That's going to be Zach S. Zach, congratulations. You've now got the Commanders in this one for the free. And you're going to be chasing after Jalen Daniels. All right. We're ready to hop right back on into the action. So let's not miss a beat. And what a combo. Yeah, he bought the Bears, which are, I think, the most expensive team in the break. And then he gets the Commanders, which would be the most expensive team if we sell them. I would trade the number 1 pick for Giannis all day, but I don't see how the math works out. I don't know how the math works out either. RGL, the Seahawks play the Texans on October 20th. I might have to make a trip to watch it. There you go. Oh, yeah. Before we get started, I want to shout out my boy Lively Card Collector. If you guys want some breaks immediately, Lively is live right now on YouTube. He does have 2 breaks available for you guys to buy into. One is baseball, 2 hobby, and a delight for $98. You get 2 teams, and same with football, a 16-spot 2-team break with a couple Cosmic and Phoenix Hobby and Phoenix H2, both for about $100. I think he has Dynamite Baseball Personals, and it looks like he's sold out of Optic Megas. So if you want some immediate action, because we're sold out for the next few hours, head over to Lively. He's live right now. And that being said, we're going to hop on into this break. I think he's probably close in baseball. It looked like there was only a handful of spots left before I went live. So if you want some baseball, some more Bowman. What's up, Martha? Ready for some hot pulls? I'm ready. We had a pretty good Bowman break, nothing crazy, but I think our first big hit of the night, like big hit, happens here. It's where the magic happens. Maple Leafs with their typical choke job. Yep. JML confirm? Yeah. They're chokers? I mean, yeah. What's your best favorite source to comp prices for each set? I use cardladder.com. Card Ladder is my favorite. It is a paid service. Our first auto. How about Xavier Worthy to kick it off? Kansas City is Phil Y. Didn't even have to look at the list to know he had it. Conductors of Elway, Luke McCaffrey. Could use another badass Brock Bowers, says Lincoln. Lincoln with the Raiders in this one. Not Furry Goat. Got my package again in a timely fashion. Thank you, Run Good Wife and JML. They were shipping for a long time on Monday. What's going on, Tina? Long shipping day on Monday. 20 some odd breaks. 24. Woodson 161 of 175. We have a Circuit City of Bucky Irving. Knicks are gonna go all the way, JML. No, they're getting waxed by the Pacers in the next round. They're getting waxed. Sorry, JML.
Toronto hasn't won a Stanley Cup since 1967.
Yep.
They've had some dynamite teams.
Yeah.
Like,
Monish reporting for duty. Getting sick of watching him choke. I got a Johnny Level gold auto to 50 with Hitman on Friday. Think that kid is going to be really good. We just hit a rose gold non-auto of him. Cade Stover to 15. Worthy, Wright, and Isaiah Davis. Circuit City, I remember playing Earthworm Jim there. I remember when I was a kid, man, Circuit City and Best Buy were like Circuit City, Best Buy, and Toys R Us, man, the 3 greatest places that you can go on the weekends that my grandma would take me. Go get a video game. Michael Vick, Woodson, 188 of 275 conductors of Dan Marino, Roman Wilson, and Chris Braswell. My poor grandma. I'd be like, we need to go to Toys R Us to get the game, and they would have the game I want, but then I'd want to go to like Circuit City or something else. I'd be like, I don't see it here.
Oh my
And
God.
then I'd have her take me somewhere else, and we go and like walk around Best Buy and all that, see all the computers and stuff. And then I'd be like, I don't see it here. Can we go back to Toys R Us? They had a bigger selection. And then I'd go get the game I want.
Wow.
Yeah, I would do that.
Wow.
RGL, I laughed at your blog video with your wife when you wanted to stop at every Walmart. Hey, that was a crazy time. Hard to find retail. Ben Sonat, that's Sonat it, 40 of 275.
That's awful. Wow.
Me and my wife, we would go to the coast, and I'd want to stop at literally every Walmart along the way. It's okay. We lived out in the middle of nowhere, so anytime we drove to a big city, it was like, it felt special, you know? Like, maybe I got to do that 3 times a year. You know, so I lived in the middle of nowhere. We have a redemption. I lived in the middle of nowhere. Like, so whenever we got to go to like Seattle or Everett or we like Linwood or Kirkland or something like that, like it was a big deal. Redemption, good luck. Resurgence rookie signatures of Cooper DeJean going to the Eagles. Rebecca, congrats on that one. What do I think of this year's Bowman, Hobby, or Blasters? I've seen some good stuff come out of Blasters. I've seen a lot of good stuff come out of Blasters. I don't necessarily think that 8 Blasters over 1 Hobby is a bad idea. Cooper DeJean, Resurgence rookie signature right there. Going to the Eagles, our second of 3 autos in this box. Cooper DeJean sells fast. He does have a market. He sells very well. I'm all DeJean'd out. We have Jared Wiley on the refractor. Drew Brees on the conductors. Leiafu and Cole Bishop. Open 5 Optic Blasters at retail got absolutely cooked. Hey, man, it's a small dub just to find Optic at retail cost. Tony Dorsett refractor. Glimmer and Gleam, that's Jerry Rice. Horror and Eric All. Yesterday I pulled a Cam Smith Greengrass auto from... Hey, there you go. We have our patch auto in here. Have you guys seen some of the patch autos coming out of this product? It's ridiculous. Saw some nasty ones. James Harrison, Terrion Arnold, Mason Smith, Chad Johnson. I don't know anything about that pasty face. Leiatu Latu, 4 of 125. That's going to the Colts. Colts is David M in this one. Got player worn materials. What is going on there? I don't want to touch it. What is going on there?
Some ball sweat.
It does look like some certain kind of sweat.
Jay Adams is like 12 years older than Cooper DeJean.
Colts all over Resurgence. Optic Blasters at retail price, a needle in a haystack. It is. It's a lot like Phoenix. That's what I said it was. Why don't you have Lively cook up a documentary about your life from middle of nowhere to middle of CKY pit to the middle of the breaking community? It wasn't great. Tyler Newbin, 93 of 199. Because Lively's in SoCal, homie. And I'm 1,200 miles away from him. Need to bring him up here, but... His kids, he has family, he has a wife. He has his daughter, he has his wife. Like, hard to get away. I don't know. But we're going to have Lively come up here. Or we're just going to have to go down there to him for a card show. You can follow me around a card show. Herman Moore, John Randall. Conductors, Troy Aikman. That is going to be 40 of 249. Your target at 40 blasters of Optic. What's that like? What's that like just to see Optic in the wild? It's not a thing anymore up here. But the people who find it always hit me up. I don't remember the last time I saw Optic on the shelves. Geekly. Back in my day, back in the summer of 2020. Amarius Mims, Blake Gorham, Circuit Breakers, Patrick Paul, and Braden Fisk. Alright. we've got another box of Resurgence. If someone is local and is popular retail, would you want them to email you? Yes. For things like Optic, yes. Blake, welcome to Gold. Welcome to Gold, Blake. Get you on the list. Our first Gold member spot coming up in Flawless, which is next. Got all my Topps redemptions in less than... You know what I spent an hour and a half doing last night? Entering all my redemptions into my Topps and Panini accounts. Literally, it took me an hour and a half. Chris Jenkins is going to be on the wave. Ricky Williams, Devin Leary, and Jordan Morgan. I'm constantly on the outlook. Yeah, just shoot me an email. How about a Seinfeld break? I don't think they make Seinfeld cards. Panini confirmed they received the whole box of Spectra. I sent them damaged. Every card was damaged. It would have been a nice box. Oof. Probably got already, but I'm a horrible person. When's the next WWE? We're gonna post more breaks after this break. Walter Payton. There's gonna be a Glimmers and Gleam that is 134 of 249. Emmett Smith, Will Ricard, and Olu Fashanu. 2020 cool jackass. You know what's funny is I still have some boxes of that stuff. My local Super Target used to have every sports card. Yep. That's kind of... So I used to live kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and we had a Fred Meyer and a Walmart. And be able to get whatever I wanted for retail for up until, like, Mosaic. I remember when Mosaic Basketball came out in 2020, and there were, like, 4 people standing there. I'm like, oh, well, never going to get retail again here. And sure enough. What's up, Peter Johnson? AJ Barner, Keon Coleman, Chris Carter. It got really nasty out there, like, during 2020 and 2021. Just really nasty, and it always used to never be like that. Malik Washington. RGL, would you say Cactus Jack is the best wrestling set to date, not counting? No. No, I mean, I like Cactus Jack, but, I mean, Select was amazing, too. Select was also amazing. I don't know exactly where I would rate Cactus. It'd be high. I don't know if it'd be other than Flawless. They took your cards. Yep. Like, Select 23 was so good when it first came out. Bob Greasy. Chad Johnson, I think we might have an auto. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. I did, Hammy. I said it would be hard to coordinate that. Benson not for the Commanders at our auto. So not the guy we wanted to see. Saw him again. Benson not. JML so quiet over there. Boston up by 9. Where did I buy the Prism box? So that's actually a funny story. I had the day off from work that day, and I sold a camera on OfferUp to somebody, and they wanted to meet in a town that I never go to. It's a town called Issaquah. So I met them there. No big deal. And there was a Target, and they had all the boxes that were, like, opened on the floor, but the vendor hadn't showed up yet. And I was like, excuse me, can I buy things out of these boxes? She's like, oh, yeah, I don't care. So that's where I bought my 4 Prism Draft Mega Boxes, and one of them had the Zion 101. We have Joe Green, Mean Joe Green, 101 of 225. And then a Conductors of Warren Moon. And that was where I found that. I bought that along with, at that same Target, because they hadn't stocked the shelf yet. They were just, the boxes were sitting up open in the aisle. I bought those 4 Prism Draft Megas. I bought some Hoops Blasters, and I remember buying some Hidden Treasures Pokemon ETBs. Like, I got the pick of the litter, and that was November of 2019. I remember that. You know what's funny? Is those all sat in my truck for, like, a day. Like, all those sat in my truck until that Saturday night, and that's when I ripped them. Sat in my truck overnight. Bryce Young, Ray Lewis. Because I didn't want to bring them in because I knew I'd rip them. So I left them in my truck. Here's going to be our amped up. Come on. How about a Bo Nix amped up 82 of 99 going to the Broncos? That is the Furry Goat. That is the Furry Goat. Bo Nix rookie patch auto. Hey, in fairness, Crazy Money, I did not clear the shelf. I left plenty for other people. And That was a time where, like, retail would just sit on shelves anyways. I was just out hunting for Prism Draft because that's the product that I wanted. I just wanted Prism Draft. Wanted to chase after the Zion. As his first rookie cards. There was no Prism or anything. That was literally Zion's first cards in that product. RGL, my redemption story. Returned $480 in cards to Steel City. Bought a photo national, paid $600, and then said, oof. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the scores for this one. When was the last time I bought Pokemon? I have a case of Journey Together that I bought from a distributor. Grazie, hey, back on the Grazie train with Taylor. Bo Nix, 99.82. 10 off the minor bounty, too. First one touch of the break. I don't know what that means, Brandon. Michael Vick, Christian Okoye. How about a Kellen Winslow Radial Marks, 13 of 50. Radial Marks, Kellen Winslow, going to the San Diego Padres, or going to the Los Angeles Chargers. Excuse me, San Diego Chargers. Chargers in this break is Matthew R. That's 13 of 50. Drew Brees on the conductors, Malachi Corley, and Tyrese Knight. Hey, my bad. San Diego Chargers. Chargers, Taylor. Calm down. I'm allowed to slip up. I'm trying to read chat. That's okay. I'll just keep your Bo Nix. I'll just keep your Bo Nix, and we're good. Kellen Winslow hit behind Tony Gwynn. He was a 4-hole hitter. And a Smith refractor. Hey, Glimmers and Gleam refractor of Barry Sanders for Detroit. Sanat and Graham Barton. The team names were in Chinese, that's right. Heinz Ward, Will Levis, Doug Flutie, Edgerrin James. RGL, that lawyer in your video is a true gentleman. Let him know I said hi. Hey, that lawyer did a pretty good job, Javon Bullard. I'll give him your best. I'll give him your grazies. He did a pretty good job helping me in a rough spot. Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey. There's going to be Talisa Fuaga, Xavier Worthy, Drake May rookie, and Trey Benson. Pass along 12 grazies. That lawyer laid the hammer down. Ippy, the best gambler of all time. Oh my gosh. I think I lost. I don't think we have another auto. I was like, do we have another auto in this box? His lawyer's name is Troy McClure. That's funny. From Simpsons. Marshall Folk, Lawrence Taylor, Saul Goodman, Ed McCaffrey. Conductors, 228. 228, 10 off the major of 275, Terry Bradshaw. That major is going down tonight. Chris Jenkins. How did my mom take the... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We're not getting into this. If luring her up doesn't work, I'm down to handle it the other way. I heard he is naming his baby Grazie after the lawyer. Hey, the lawyer's name is Grazie. We have an orange in here. There's a Circuit Breakers of Bucky Irving. New series, Better Call Taylor. Joe Montana, Earl Campbell, Barry Sanders, and orange. How about Will Ricard? That is going to be number 13 of 25, Will Ricard. Will Ricard to 25 to wrap it up. Wrap it up for now of Resurgence, I should say. How can you know? Oh my gosh, we're talking about. You guys are still on the kid kick. You guys still think that I'm gonna have a kid? I don't even know how to have one. How do you have a kid? How does that even happen? Where do they come from? Who do you call to get a kid? Lorcana cards going up in price. So I heard, and I don't know much about Lorcana, but I think I heard them say that if the market ever runs away on Lorcana, that they'll just reprint. I heard that they just reprint Lorcana if it goes too crazy. Which is why, which is what killed the secondary market for that stuff for a while. When two people, oh my gosh. I just want to sit here. The Stork hotline. What's the number for the Stork hotline? Oh my gosh. I opened Pandora's box right there. Oh my gosh. Lively says you put the P in the V. You put the P PYT, and I don't know what that means. Kate Otten, Trey Benson, rookie recruits. I don't know what that means.
Be more specific.
Written here. Oh my gosh. Justin Herbert and Raheem Mostert is going to be numbered 17 of 125. Oh my gosh. You guys made Lively end his stream. Why did Lively end his stream? I thought you said he was close. Renegade with the 3-month. I know a guy, Jay. I know a guy, Jay. You can send him to collect boxes next time. Oh my gosh. There's a Penix rookie. Send another $10 and be more specific. His wife enters chat sometimes. Have some respect. Trevor Lawrence. My wifey is dealing with a migraine today. 210 of 249 of Trevor Lawrence. Jeezy, what's up, homie? You had 6 people. How close were you to selling those out? Migraine, that's pregnancy. Oh, come on now. Oh, she's been struggling today. Monte Williams, Fred Warner, Ramondre Stevenson, 8 spot. Okay, it's 87 of 149. We'll get those sold out next week. Unless you guys want to commit to some of Lively's breaks right now. You had 8 and 9 spots left. Otherwise, those will go next week. You ran out of conversation. Fair enough. Whenever Run Good Wife is in chat, that's the only time there's an adult. That's true. Bo Nix, my house, and Trey Benson. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Run Good Wife in the chat. All right, you know what? Which one has... How many does baseball have left, Lively? Lively, baseball is 8. I will give away 2 baseball spots in your baseball for our upcoming giveaway. How about that? And maybe you guys can get closer to selling that one out tonight. George Kittle. JML says he's going to give out 1 as well. Oh my god, 6 off the major. 244 of 299. I'm going to give away 2 spots in Lively's baseball. And JML's going to give away a 3rd. So we'll do that for the upcoming giveaway. Hey, everybody tell Run Good Wife to feel better. Run Good Wife dealing with a migraine all day. Derwin James. Jaden. You know how I know that Run Good Wife was out of it? And here's how I know that the migraine was really bad. Is I was upstairs. I was prepping lunch and then dinner for later. And FedEx was at the door. And, like, so we have cameras, obviously, and all that stuff. I hear her, like, running down the stairs from our bedroom to get the door. And, like, they didn't ring the doorbell. They didn't need a signature. They were just putting stuff on the porch. And she, like, opens it. And she's like, I'm here, I'm here. And I was like, oh, what? And I was like, I was literally right there. And she just ran downstairs to get the FedEx. And it didn't even need a signature. That's how I knew she was out of it. Surtain, BRJ, and Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is 91 of 199. That's how I knew that she was on the struggle bus today. She was very confused. And I was confused because, like, I didn't hear the doorbell. They ring the doorbell if you need a signature. It was just our normal FedEx guy. He just dropped off, like, 1 package. It wasn't like we needed a signature, so. I'm going to ship it a Rhea Ripley auto. Hey, you don't have to do that. She has them, but if you want to, Fadani, you absolutely can. Harrison Smith. She'll probably tell you if she already has a Rhea auto and she doesn't need more because that's my wife. My wife hasn't got the card bug of, like, I have to have multiple autographs. But if you want to, it'll go with her other Rhea from Flawless. Justin Herbert and her DK Metcalf auto as well. That I'm not a DK fan anymore. Definitely don't need more. Look, she's like the most sensible collector in the world. That's because we need one of those in this household. Because I'm not. Gibson and Light It Up of Derrick Henry. That's a migraine talking. RGL, that FedEx guy sees your address at the warehouse and he's like, this guy, yes. FedEx and UPS every single day. Every single day. Zamir White and Cooper DeJean. Somebody sent me a Razzle Dazzle Kenneth Walker, and I don't even know who it was. I'm not sure. They sent a note, though. There was a note that was written on the outside of the envelope, and it was like, "Stop making fun of my Cowboys." John U. Smith. Joe Burrow. This box has been putrid. We got to be building up to something. 141 of 299. You're on a first-name basis with UPS, USPS, and FedEx. That's funny. The UPS guy looks at your name the same way the DoorDash guy looks at JML's. That's funny. These boxes do have a guaranteed auto, yes. Optic Hobby should be one per box. Tua. Best Tutties of Tua. And there's JJ. Hopefully they don't become cable guy. Oh my gosh. What brings more value, numbered or auto? It just depends on who the player is and what the card is. Most people would rather have like a true gold non-auto over like an auto to 325 of most players. I'd rather have like a JJ gold non-auto than a JJ auto to 325. Brunson 5 fouls and third. Yeah. JML says the game is over. It's only a 13-point game. Cooper DeJean for the Eagles is going to be a silver. My mailman's always going, more cards? You don't want your mailman to know that you're getting cards. So one day you're not going to get cards. RGL FedEx management will look at the cost savings and most likely move the warehouse next to your house for fuel. For fuel savings, that's funny. I have Deontay Johnson. Will Ricard for the Vikings. That is going to be numbered 173 of 299. The Knicks in the series. Like I said, I don't think that... So I said this on Saturday, I think. I don't know. I think the Knicks are going to win, but I don't think they're going to win today. Brunson and Towns with 9 fouls. Yeesh. Rakestraw. Zara Franklin. Alan Lazard. Joey Bosa for the San Diego Padres. Or the Los Angeles Chargers. 207 of 249. Going to Matthew R. We only have one touch in this break so far. We need more. Question, will the Rose reinstatement affect the value? I don't think it'll affect the value of his cards in any way. Maybe when he makes Hall of Fame, a little boost. But right now, I don't think it'll affect it. Our auto is here. It's a redemption. I'm pretty sure Penix is a redemption in this product. Kayvon Thibodeau. And we have a redemption auto. Good luck. I did that on purpose because I literally made that mistake earlier and said Padres over Chargers. And the second time was a joke. Rated rookie RPS autographs of Brian Thomas Jr. One of the final teams to sell was the Jags. Going to Walter. There you go, Walter. BTJ. That's gonna be a nice one. Him and Hunter. Him and Hunter are gonna be fun to watch. I don't know if the Jags are gonna win a bunch of games, but they're going to be a fun team to watch. BTJ, that probably gets close, right? Close to $100. Probably. Jeezy Jade, what's new with you guys? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, how about a Brian Thomas? It's been a minute. Let's hit the squirrels. Going to Walter. What's up, C&J? And we got Flawless Baseball coming up in our next break. We have a giveaway coming on up for chat. Last sold $190. Dang, that's more than I thought. That's more than I thought. And it's going to be a fun night tonight. We're going to open up some breaks as well. Open up our late night lineup. Zaire Jordan and Michael Wilson. There's going to be Danny Dimes. No rookie, man. No rookie color in this box. That is Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, 19 of 80. The lacking of rookie color. It's been all vet color, basically, in this box. Just put in an order yesterday through GTI for the shop. Cam's one of my favorite people. Cam's so awesome. Anthony Gould and Zach Allen. We're going to wrap the box up with Algier. So other than the auto, not a great box. Let's move back to Resurgence. We still have an Optic White Sparkle in this one at the end, but let's go back to Resurgence for our 2 to light. On the back, we've got Tyler Newman. Oh, help yourself on those, y'all. So our friend Nick from Canada, he sent along a box of like Canadian snacks. There's like all dressed chips in there and stuff that you can only get from Canada. Yeah, it looks. So I opened it up, I smelled it and how sugary it was in that box. I gained a pound. Yeah, yeah. Josh Cribbs. We've got Michael Vick, 4 of 225. Michael Vick.
With the old reliable.
Marshawn Lloyd, 10 of 50 on the gold lava. Luke McCaffrey, 7 of 10. Oh my God. There is ketchup flavored Lay's in there. Yes. Yes, there is ketchup flavored Lay's. It's Luke. Ugh.
It's the biggest piece of dog that I have ever heard.
That was an awesome care package.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. We might be hitting you up to poutine Oreos a thing. We might be hitting you up to give us one of these monthly. Marshawn Lloyd is going to be your first auto. Shimmer on the back. Jalen McMillan. I always pull this guy. Look at that auto. He put so much effort into that auto. Going to Tampa, going to Tay. So much effort into that sticker auto right there. Patch auto. Xavier Legit, 8 of 99 in the Xavier. When I cross the border, they ask my reason for visit. They usually laugh when I say to go get ketchup chips. Ketchup chips are good. There's that website that sells chips and stuff from like all around the world. Has anybody ever seen that? I can't remember the name. There's a few of them. There's the international snack websites, and you can buy like yes, Loan, we are. One of my favorite like international chips that I ever found was the like lemongrass chicken feet Lay's. So good. It was from like Korea. And then they have like different flavored Oreos and candy and drinks and stuff.
Loan, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, Loan, I hope. Yeah, I saw your story on Instagram that you were in the doctor's office. I hope you feel good. I order ketchup chips every month. I like all dressed. He did include all dressed. I'm sad because I'm not breaking keto for some chips. Because I'm kind of just in the zone right now. Like, staying under my calorie limit, staying under my carb limit for the last almost month straight. So, like, I'm just, like, in the zone right now, feeling good. But, man, when I'm out of keto the next time, I'm definitely getting some all dressed. They have ham and cheese sandwich flavored chips. Oh, my gosh. You're admitted, so you're here chilling, which means, Loan, so you got nothing to do all night, so we gotta keep the chat entertaining for Loan. Jalapeno lime Lay's with Anthony Edwards on the pack. Not had those. We have stores here in Vancouver that have snacks from around the world, including the lemongrass ones are so good. I will say, though, if you eat too many of them, the taste builds up in your mouth and then it gets gross. But, like, oof, it was so good. I've had the Kobe steak Lay's. I ordered some of those. Those are good. Josh Carty. Jason Kelsey. John Riggins, 26 of 175. There's going to be a Circuit City of 71 of 275. Lad McConkey. 1 off the minor bounty right there for the Chargers. Andre Reed is going to be on the shimmer. First auto. Jonah Ellis is going to be our first auto. That's going to be for Denver. Going to the Furry Goat. Hello. No Luke McCaffrey. No Ben Sinnott, my friends. His name is Jaden Daniels. There we go. That's an okay hit. I think that's pretty decent. We'll hit that with a 1 touch. That means our patch auto can't be that great, right? Amped up. Oh, it's Luke McCaffrey. It's Luke. Why did the football team go to the bank? To get their quarterback. What's my favorite SSP from recent times other than the downtown? That's a great question. My favorite SSP, you know what? I like the Color Blast. I like the Obsidian Color Blast. You know what? Let's put that in a silver. I don't really care for any of the case hits from Topps. The Wired from this set looks okay. But none of them are as memorable as the case hits from the case hits from Panini. I like the color wheel. I like all the Panini case hits. We'll put that one in a one-touch for sure. Congrats, Zach. There you go, my friend. The Helix was nice when we first saw it. Now they do it with everything. Select color wheels are good, yep. Where do you get the fancy one-touch cases? At Game Time International. If you type in !GTI in the chat, Nightbot will share a link to the website. But that's my buddy Cam's company. You can get them from anywhere. Not a lot of the companies do color, but Cam does the best out of not just the color one-touches, but also the basic ones too. And he's got some new colors coming along at the end of the month. Phoenix Color Burst better than the original. They look good. They do look good. We're down to 3 cards left in this break. The feet chips are from China. Okay. Watch out for tariffs on your feet chips, says Taylor. All right, here's going to be your final pack of the break. 3 more cards to wrap it up. See if we get a 101 downtown, 101 uptown. Good luck, all. We're going to start out with Jordan Love for the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay is claw machine in this one. That might be $100 right there. Kendre Miller. And our final card is going to be a rated rookie. Tavondre Sweat. We did not have a good ending right there. We have more white sparkles in the breaks later on this evening. Tell GTI we're waiting for the pink one-touch for Tiffy time. I know. I think we get them in like a week or 2. Alright. Not a good start to the white sparkle packs. Pretty similar to the experience I had, TBH, with my white sparkle packs for the video that I recorded yesterday. You guys are going to see. What's that? Not a one-touch on Jordan Love? $30 last sold. Damn, that's low. Only $30 on Jordan Love. That was like a $50 white sparkle pack. Alright, let's take a look at the hits in this one. We have a giveaway coming on up for chat. We're giving away, I got waxed. My Optic football one was a little better. Not much. Take a look at your hits. We have 3 one-touches in that break as well. Jordan Love. Only a $30 sale on that Jordan Love. That's crazy. What are people doing? A bunch of Luke McCaffreys and Ben Sinnott autos in that break. Jalen McMillan auto. Xavier Legette patch auto. That's amazing, Prism China. It was. Jordan Love ain't the love you want, says Bensky. Bensky loves his Bongsky. I see those Instagram stories, Bensky. Killing Winslow. Benson, so much Benson, not. Latu Latu to 125. Resurgence rookie Cooper DeJean redemption. Woodson and Xavier Worthy. Your 3 one-touches in that break. We have the Bo Nix rookie patch auto to 99. We have the BTJ rated rookie RPS signatures. And, of course, we have the Jaden Daniels sticker from Resurgence. And that is going to do it for the break.